Well, I finished it all by myself. The instructions were in German, strangely, but all you had to do was follow the numbers and match them up. So that's what I did. And the finished product is now behind me. I'm rather proud of it. Yeah, he's psyched about it too. He's already meowing. Find your way up to the mousey. It goes almost to the ceiling. This is his first time on it. What do you think? It seems to be pretty sturdy. I mean, it's a little bit wobbly. I mean, we'll see after a few days of him being on it how strong it is. The only part that I think is kind of wobbly is, of course, the part that he's standing on right here. I don't know why, but it's got a lot of give to it. And for some reason they put a, watch your butt, they put a hole in the top of it, which doesn't make any sense because the instructions didn't say anything about putting anything on the top. So I don't know quite what that's for. And this is strange. There's just a piece of rope for them to play with, I guess. Not quite sure what that's about. I was surprised that this part went up at the top because it's the heaviest part of the whole assembly. So I was really surprised looking at the directions that it was actually supposed to go on the top. But it seems to be holding itself up. I mean, you can see when I move it, it wibbles a little bit, but not bad. I mean, anything this big is probably gonna wobble like that. How you gonna get it? You gotta figure out how to get up there. You're a big boy. You can figure it out. You gonna sit in the cuddly cup? You gonna sit in the cuddly cup? That's the only thing I'm worried about is him. I mean, it seems to be pretty strong. I can push on it a good deal. It's like a wire rim inside. Like a little peek hole. I get a kick out of that. And then platforms up at the top. It was fairly easy to put together. Oh, he is thrilled about this mouse that he can't get to. Yeah? How are you gonna get it? Ooh, yeah, see, that part wobbles a lot. We might switch around the design too after a couple days of him being on it. I don't know how he's supposed to get up to that part. The design on that's not very smart, come to think of it. Because he'd have to, like, twist his body backwards to get up there. So that's probably why all the reviews were talking about how once you get to the top, it's hard to get down unless you jump to the floor. Which for him won't be too bad, because, I mean, it's really not that far from the floor for an adult cat. You want me to put you up there? Here, come here. We'll put you up there to start with, and then you can figure it out from there. Ooh. See, this part's more sturdy than this thing. There, see? You got the mouse. Look at that. He'll be gone in a day, I'm sure. You'll have him ripped off there, or you'll fall and beat yourself up. But hey, I'm thrilled with it. It came to $106 with shipping, which really isn't that bad when you think about it. I bet he's going to fall down before anything, just because he's not the brightest. Uh-oh, there's the squirrel. See, now you can see the squirrel from up there. So, that's our new cat tree. And the new proud owner that's rather quite proud of herself for putting it together. I have an associate's degree, but I'm not a rocket science. See? I proved it right there. I'm not a rocket scientist. But I figured it out. And I mean, they give you this little wrenchy thing. And bolts and some screws. And like I was saying, the instructions are in German, which is strange. But this is the instruction sheet right here, just in case anybody wanted to see it. And I did an inventory before I started putting it together, just to make sure I had everything. And I crossed them off as I went. And it shows you numbers, where to match them up. and every pull except for, I think it was the 35s, were labeled with little stickers. I found a 35 sticker floating around, stuck to one of the sides, but they weren't actually labeled. It's too bad the light's coming in, otherwise I'd get a better video. But he seems to enjoy it. I mean, I think his new favorite place once he settles down will be up here, because we have our hamster over here. And his old cat tree, which my boyfriend put together, is right here. And he used to sit at the top when it was over here and stare at her all day long. So that's probably where he'll end up at some point. Huh, Pep? What do you think? You like your new toy? It is quite the big toy. Yeah, you gonna get up on the top? Come on, Pep. You gonna jump up? He said, nope, I have a mouse to play with. That's my goal. So, that's his thing. And the smell that people were talking about, where it smells musty, the only thing I can think of that they might be talking about is that it smells a little bit like vinegar, which is strange, but it's really not strong at all. Hey, don't chew it from there. That's how all the other cats rip it off. Play with the mouse. So it should be interesting watching him for the next couple of days. I'm excited for when my boyfriend comes home and sees it all put together, because I had asked him if he would mind helping me put it together, but now I don't need to. It is kind of wobbly though. I mean, granted, if he's playing around on it, it's gonna wobble, but I don't know if you can see it moving. But hopefully this review will come in handy for somebody, because it took me forever to pick one. And the first one I looked at was $94 total with shipping, but the next day I checked it and was going to actually buy it. It had gone up $25, so see? And look, the mouse is free. Look at that. It took you 7 minutes and 15 seconds to rip the mouse off. So that part's pretty cheap. I know we're not going to chew on the string for the rest of the day. We're going to pull that right out of there. Maybe. Wow, it is in there good. The mouse isn't, though. Look, you have a new toy now. Aren't you proud of yourself? Yep, he's going to go take it somewhere. How about the box? And play in the box? Mr. Rattly Fish is in here. Here, how about we put your new toy in the box? Ready? Get it. So I'll have to trim the string off of it and find a way to pop this staple out of here and get this out, because that is in there good. Like, they couldn't have gotten that in there tighter if they tried. But, oh, now you found the rope. See, at least I'll have something to do for the next couple of days. And that I don't think is going to come out because it's screwed in there with a bolt. And it's in there pretty good. What do you think, Pep? Pepper! Is there a birdie outside? Alright, well, I've already done 8 minutes and 30 seconds of taping. I should probably turn this off because it's going to take me like an hour and 20 minutes to upload this now. But that's it. Hopefully this helps somebody.